I don't know. I'm not going to put this on. I'm going to put this on the fact that the Vikings came to play. I mean,
right, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
but they were loose. They were loose.
The Vikings came to play, and the Eagles' defense just doesn't want to play for Sean McDermott.
Eagles had no way to prepare for Webb because how do you know what this kid's going to do? And the kid ran the ball. He looked like a junior Michael Vick out there where he was running the ball, and he scored that one touchdown. He danced down the sideline.
What is
eluding tackles.
Listen, all I know is that this Eagles football team, the way that they played, if they were to play like the Rams in the first round of the playoffs, the Rams might beat them by 2 touchdowns. That's how bad they played that night, okay?
You can't judge the Eagles season on just the other night. Don't worry about that. You know, the Eagles are going to finish the 3 seed. You're going to get at least. Vic is probably not going to play. They might not even play Deshaun Jackson because he's still wrestling about it. He's got a sore ankle. I don't think there's no way they're going to bring back Stuart Bradley.
Vic McCoy, Jackson Bradley will all rest next week if they're and
Bradley
Samuel and Bradley
and Bradley because Bradley they hope to get him back for the first round of playoffs.
Rest them all. Just don't worry about it. Just go and play Dallas. You could probably beat them with your backups because of Stephen McGee, a quarterback anyway. Go into the playoffs and just put this behind you and just hope that you can beat the Packers or the Giants in the first round.
All right, well, let's just chalk it up as just a poor effort by the Eagles.
Absolutely.
And a good effort by the Vikings. Now,
you got to give the Vikings credit on this one.
So the Eagles are locked in a 3 seed, but I still don't think they can take anything away from what the Bears are going to do against the Packers. We'll talk about that later on in the show. A couple other things with football. Pete Carroll has said that it looks like Charlie Whitehurst is going to start for Seattle. That's a blow to Seattle. Even though the game's at Seattle, if they want to beat the Rams to win a division, that game is Sunday night.
Does Charlie Whitehurst have a career touchdown pass at all? I
got no idea. Not at all. Not I can think about. But there's a couple other things, too. Matt Hasselbeck has got a strained hip. He might not play. If Seattle loses that game to the Rams, it's a big story because the Rams will be that fresh face you're talking about in the playoffs. Here's another one. David Garrard's not going to play for the Jaguars at Houston.
That's a big blow.
Because
David Garrard, the quarterback?
Right.
Well, who else?
Wow, okay.
That's
so because he's not playing, that means that they completely just gave up on the season and Dak Del Rio's coaching job.
Yeah. He can't play. We mean they gave it a season. If they win and the Colts lose, they win a division.
Yeah, but they're not going to win.
Why is Garrard not playing?
They're not going to win.
He's got a finger injury on his throwing hand.
They're not going to win. Not with they can't win with David Garrard, and you don't even know what Jones Drew's going to be doing. Right?
No, Jones Drew is cleared to play.
Jones Drew's been cleared to play? Okay, that's fine. But, you know, when you need to complement the running game with some passing, you're not going to be able to get
who's their backup quarterback?
Josh McCown. Okay, fine. He can throw the football, but
they're playing Houston. Houston's got no defense.
Yep.
And Houston has mailed it in. The way they played the last couple of weeks, Houston has mailed it in.
Half the teams have mailed it in already. I mean, they already know it's over unless you're going for a playoff.
Houston's dangerous on offense with Schaub and Foster and,
not anymore,
and Andre Johnson. Well, no, on offense, they're still having a good year,
right,
but they can't stop nobody.
Right.
That might be something that
they gave up 2 late touchdowns to Denver with Tebow, and they blew that game. So on defense, there's they have a problem. But Jacksonville could still win that game if Drew is healthy and playing.
I mean, if they need to run him about 20 times, then it's fine.
But don't say they've given up the season. If they win and the Colts lose, they win division.
Well, the thing is, Sean didn't know that Jones wasn't going to be starting.
Let me take that back.
He didn't know that Drew wasn't going to be starting.
If Jones Drew was starting, then they got a shot.
Right, they are.
I have one problem, though. I made a mistake again.
What?
The backup quarterback is Trent Edwards.
For Jacksonville.
Then
you know what? Then they have a good shot of winning the division. Then if the Colts lose,
Mike Sims-Walker, Mike Thomas, Kareem Osgood, Tyquan Underwood are your 4 receivers. Mercedes Lewis too.
Hey, Jacksonville's not 8-7 by accident. They got a shot, and like I said,
we know that.
Yeah, but they're 8-7 with the leadership of Jones Drew and Garrard. So, yeah.
Well, we're not talking about a great quarterback. Garrard's had a good year.
Garrard is not a great quarterback, but he's a quarterback that shows leadership.
But that's a big loss. The 49ers have asked Bill Parcells for his advice on Trent Baalke. I guess that's how you say his name, to be maybe to take over as vice player personnel for the Niners because Parcells hired him when he was with the Jets. So they've looked at Parcells for some kind of advice on this guy to take over their entire football operation.
Bill,
at San Francisco.
Help us, please. Give us someone with brains.
Well, you know, hey, Parcells got a lot. The Parcells tree is all over the place.
Oh, I know.
And people, people do have a lot of respect for Parcells on what he feels. Look what he did with Miami. So anyway, so there's a few things
except
there.
for Miami.